What's up guys, welcome to another episode. Today what I'm going to show you how to do is spray a Plasti Dip can without texture. Now I'm going to show you the difference between a warmed up can and a cold can. Now just to show the differences between the two extremes, I've got a cold can that I left in the freezer for 5 minutes and a can that I left inside a bowl of hot water. So the temperature I have for this right now is 68 degrees. Now that's the cold can. The warm can that I have, the temperature for this can is a little bit over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the difference between these cans is about 50 degrees-ish. Now the way they spray is completely different. Now even this cold can, after you shake it up, it isn't gonna shoot as smooth and nice as a can that's warmed up. Now I'm gonna show right here. What I have behind me is a frame with a piece of saran wrap attached to it. And I'm gonna show you the difference between both shots. Now all I'm gonna do is one shot for each one, and it's gonna show you the difference in texture between a cold can and a hot can. Now I'm going to use the same tip for both of them just to show you the difference between them. So the first can that I'm going to use is the cold one. So I'm first going to do a test shot on the side, and then I'm going to spray it onto this piece of plastic. So that's the cold can. Now I'm going to change the tip, use the same one, and change it to the hot can. Now if you can see, this is the cold side, and around the outside, the little speckles and overspray kind of parts, they're thick globs. Now if you move to the side that we sprayed with the hot can, you can see that the little parts on the outside, they're a lot finer, which means that the spray that we put down is a lot smoother and a lot finer, so it'll contour to curves a lot better. And not only that, but it'll shoot and give you a nice final texture, a lot nicer than a cold can. Now you can see also in the middle that this part here is different than on the hot side. This part over here that's kind of running-ish, and it's not that smooth. If you move to the hot side and look over here, you can see that it's a lot finer when you stretch out the saran wrap. Now obviously if this was on a panel, it wouldn't look like that. It'd be completely smooth over here. But just to show the difference between the two sides. Now in order to get a great finish like that, it doesn't take much. All you have to do is get your can of Plasti Dip, throw it in a bucket of hot water, let it sit there for 5-10 minutes, shake it up, and give it a spray. Follow those simple steps, and I guarantee it, the finish that you're gonna get when you finish your product is gonna look absolutely incredible. Another tip to spray the Plasti Dip really smoothly is make sure that every single time you put the can down, you shake it for at least 10 seconds. Give it a shake. Also, shake it upside down. That makes a big difference too. After you spray down a coat of Plasti Dip, you're gonna notice that the tip is gonna have a little bit of Plasti Dip left over. In order to get rid of that little blob of Plasti Dip on the end, all you have to do is get your can, turn it upside down, and shoot until nothing comes out. It's gonna be compressed air, CO2, it's gonna be inside the can, shoot until that starts coming out. So after you spray your panel, and you have a little bit of Plasti Dip on the tip, turn the can upside down, and let it shoot until nothing comes out, just like that. Now that will make sure that the internals inside the actual nozzle get cleaned out. And the next time you go to spray, next time you use your can and you go to shoot, you're gonna have a nice perfect fan pattern instead of getting some chunks in there that's gonna spreckle and ruin your finish. Now if you find that the nozzle itself gets clogged up and you can't get rid of the Plasti Dip inside of it, what you can do is you can soak it inside lacquer thinner. I find that to be the best way. Performix, what they recommend, it even says on the back side of the can, it says, if clogged, remove nozzle and soak in naphtha or mineral spirits for half an hour. So do that, clean out the nozzle, put it back on, then give it a shot. That should clean it out. Now if you get anything from this video, what I can recommend is get the can, put it in hot water. That makes the biggest difference when you're spraying. If you notice in my other videos, the ones where I was dipping the wheels for my buddy's BMW, you can take a look at the finish on it, and it turned out perfect. If you follow these steps, these quick tips that I'm giving you, I guarantee you're gonna get a finish just like that. One more thing before I end this video. When you're Plasti Dipping any panel, don't go heavy. Don't get too anxious and just spray on a huge thick coat, because you're gonna get runs and it's gonna ruin your finish. When you're Plasti Dipping, you want at least a couple first coats that are light and let them dry. Now, you're gonna let those dry, so the next layers that you put down, they're gonna hold onto it and grab onto something. If you don't have those light coats on there, you're gonna have nothing to grab onto. You're gonna spray it down, and it's just gonna sag, run, and you're gonna see drips inside your finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you see and you wanna see more, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And again, thanks for watching.